Hello Aquarians and cross watchers. Didn't mean to clear my throat as I started the video, but anyway, welcome to your reading. Okay, I didn't channel a song, but I channeled right before I started this. I heard cog, and the actual meaning of cog is basically it's like an analogy is it's a tooth on a rim or a wheel of a gear. But the way I take this analogy is we are all part of the greater consciousness. Okay, we're all connected to source, and that's how I took this. Now I don't know what's going to come out in the reading, but I was guided to open up with the oracle deck of the angel cards, which I normally close out with, and I've already said my prayers, so I'm just going to be the first to tell you guys that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you, and the divine values you, and thank you so much. This is a big part of remembering who you are beyond your race, your ethnicity, beyond your beliefs and the concepts that you were forced to believe in or grew up believing in or adapted or adopted to. This is knowing thyself, and thyself is consciousness. Thyself is connected to source. Like I said, don't know what's going to come out, but I literally heard cog before I started the video. So let's see what wants to come out. Prioritize self-care is on the bottom of the deck. What literally came out is open up to your spiritual gifts. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. So I would pay very close attention to the signs, more than synchronicities like numbers and stuff like that. You can look up the numbers, Google them or whatever, but pay attention to signs in nature. Okay, signs in nature. Pay attention. Pay attention to when you're in presence. If you are grounding yourself, if you're meditating, pay attention to the downloads, because I feel with this image you're going to be actually getting downloads, feelings, maybe images, text, however the messages come in. I feel that you're going to be getting divine messages in all types of forms, so be open and receptive to that. Okay, the divine is never going to tell you to do anything bad or anything like that. So you know, because sometimes when you tune in, you can hear all kinds of messages. So use your discernment, but the divine is always going to guide you to do the right thing. And in your heart, you're always going to know right from wrong here. So let's get into this reading and see what wants to come out. I want to thank everybody for showing up. I want to thank everybody who watches the video, those who show up in chat. I want to thank the ones who do show up in chat for being so supportive. You guys are a great group. I've never seen anybody really not be supportive to one another. Okay, you guys are kind, caring, loving. You help people through tough times. You guys like to joke. You're high vibrational. You bring up the vibe, and I want to thank you for doing that for others. Okay, and keep in mind, this is a general reading. Not all messages will apply to everyone, and the roles can be reversed. Okay, if you are seven of wands reversed, if you are a cross watcher, roles can be reversed. I'm only reading energy. So I'm going to do the Celtic spread here, starting off with strength and reverse. And I did see the 7 of wands that wanted to come out. That could talk about energy, could talk about low energy. 5 of cups. So, you know, 5 of cups talks about a sadness or a regret. This person has some sort of loss, or they're feeling that they have some sort of loss. And on this clock, I believe it says 6 o'clock, but it could say, yeah, I believe it says 6 o'clock. So anyways, we have 8 with the strength card. This is Leo energy. This would be that prioritize self-care. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. It's on the bottom of the deck here. Something needs to change. You know, we have this Pluto energy, Scorpio energy, and maybe it's also saying by the time Pluto comes in, some things will be changing, or maybe you're going to be adopting a new attitude when it comes to your routine, your self-care, getting your spirits back up, getting your strength back up again, loving yourself. Give me the rest of this. Tell me about the past, the recent past, or whatever. Nine of Wands, okay? You know, this past energy it's a difficult energy. It's an energy of endurance, but it's an energy of the wounded warrior, because a person has just gone through so much. And you know, with this energy, I'm sure that you relate that you've gone through a lot, all right? But it's not been enough to take you out, right? You're still in the game. You're still in this game called life, all right? You are still part of the cog. You are still part of the consciousness that is created to source, all right? And you're still in the game here. If anything, you're stronger and you're wiser, but at the moment, you might feel a little weak. You might be going through some emotions, and it may be linked to the past, everything that you've gone through here, okay? And this came out anyway, and it's going to be at the top of the reading. This is the goal. This is the mindset. The mindset here is take care of yourself. And a good way to start taking care of yourself is to sit in silence and stillness. And you don't have to do any fancy meditations. You don't have to sit in a certain way. Just sit comfortably, but don't fall asleep. And allow yourself to just sit in silence. Allow yourself be open to the messages. You know, I am open to the messages that the divine wants to give me. That way you don't open yourself to every message that wants to come from any kind of entity, whether good or bad. Say, I am open to the messages of the divine. I am open to source. What do I need to know? What am I guided to do? And right now it's saying first you got to love yourself. Take care of yourself. Because when there's an energy of not feeling on par, feeling tired, feeling sluggish, feeling emotional or sad, or feeling like having regrets, that's not a good energy to thrive in. That's an energy of, you know, that's where the past can rob the future. That's an energy that has to change, because the root of the reading is what has to change is how you look at yourself and how you take care of yourself. All right, I can literally call out names, you know, of these cards, this energy, but it's Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo with the Queen of Pentacles. Death is Scorpio, and we have Leo with the Strength card. But to read the energy, it's saying just the focus, the goal should be to take care of yourself, and that starts by going within, because when you go within, you're going to be guided in the right direction. Yes, you know, this landed on the Five of Cups. Things are going to improve, okay? Especially by adopting these practices here in the near future, things will automatically just start improving. Because once your mind changes, everything changes and follows beyond that. So if your mind changes for a positive mindset of loving yourself, taking care of yourself, not falling to victimhood, because this is a card of that, not falling to victimhood, things improve. And that's important for you to know, that that is literally coming out. Things will improve literally in your life just by changing your mindset. And you might even draw in a person on your journey, because you're going to be raising your vibration, raising your consciousness. And you're going to pull in another energy that's on that cog wheel, just like you are part of this collective consciousness. You're going to bring in and attract someone like you. You are not your karmic experiences. You were meant to learn and grow, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. It happened, let it go. Now it's time to take care of you in every possible way that you can. And if you're already doing so, tweak your routine. Do it a little bit better, a little bit more. Try something new. I can see here in the energy, you've been through a lot. You've been through more betrayals than, let's just say, you're familiar with the downside of the wheel, okay? Because it literally did want to go reverse and then went upright. I can tell here, with the past energy, with the self energy, you've probably been victimized. You've probably been through So many betrayals and heartaches, and I can see you've been through it. You've had a lot of loss in your life. And it's like, sometimes maybe you even feel like giving up with that strength card in reverse. You just feel like, I can't. I'm just too tired, and I can't no more. But what it's saying here is to change, ground yourself, change that. Don't give up. Start anew. With that Page of Wands, start anew when it comes to yourself. Tell me about the environment. I am going to clarify everything, but this is pretty straightforward. And this landed kind of like this. I feel that you are changing your mindset because everything that was negative is going to the positive side of things. This landed on the Wheel of Fortune, but it's the environment, and it was kind of sideways. So it's really all up to you. You make the decision. You have your free will. If you are using your free will to say nothing good ever happens for me, I'm sorry to say it, my friends, but nothing good will ever happen for you. And I'll give you a perfect example. I have a friend of mine who says every time they go to do something good, something bad happens. And I'll tell you, it does exactly happen that way for my friend. And I try to tell my friend, you have to stop saying that. My friend will say, well, see, I'm proving it to you that it always does. See, you see it. I said, yeah, but you believe it. Because we really create our own world, and we create our world from the inside out. My friend truly believes that every time they go to make progress, something comes to hold it up, and I have witnessed it in their life, and it's because they truly believe it. They have created it inside, and it has manifested externally to them. So this in the environment is not a surprise. It really is up to you about what you create. You are really, truly the divine creator. You are connected to the divine. You truly have magical powers within, spiritual gifts within, to create the external world that you want. The whole thing is you're going to have to let go of some beliefs and concepts that are working against you. And that's hard because sometimes these things are instilled in us. Like some people believe money is the root of all evil. And my deceased husband believed money is the root of all evil. And he never could aspire to what he really could have aspired to. And he was the only one in his family. Everyone else aspired to really accomplishing a lot. Book writing, musicians. But my husband believed that money was the root of all evil. And he had a mind to make money. And he just wouldn't. He believed he would go to, But his family, totally different. His family, I remember talking to his family, they had a different belief. His brother believed that lack of money was the root of all evil. And just that simple thing. And his brother was a very famous musician and has records, but I won't say the name, but he was like a spiritual singer or sung for the church, and he has records. Him and his wife, they sung and they have records out there. So it really goes down to what you think. So I want you to think, if you cannot create something in your life, because this landed on the the Five of Cups. This is the Eight of Cups. If you have a wish, if you can dream it, if you can think it, I believe you have the ability to do it. Now, I understand there's always going to be somebody who is a little bit pessimistic and says, well, I want to be in the Olympics and I'm in my 50s. That's not happening. Okay, but there are a lot of things that you can do to involve your dream. Or if you wanted to be great at something, what is at the heart of what you really, really wanted? I had a person in my life here who wanted to be a famous wrestler, but they ended up getting health issues. They couldn't physically do it. But there's a lot of things related to wrestling. You can do commentary. You can talk about it on YouTube. There are a lot of things that a person can do that are part of their dream, but they don't realize it and they don't see it. But what this is saying is you can do, you can have, you can achieve. And I feel that you're going to see that. Give me another card and then I'm going to clarify. Yeah, you are the magician. Look right here. You have all the tools. Now, some people will say, no, I don't. I don't have money to do what I want to do. Remember, the first tool in manifesting and creating is your imagination, your brain. If there's one thing you can use your brain for in a positive way, it's to create what you want. And it starts with changing your thoughts. Changing from the mindset of all this tough life or the hard knocks or the victimhood, changing from all of that, just letting it go. It's very baggagey, too much baggage anyway. And saying, hey, I can create what I want. I absolutely can. And a lot of you want a happy home, a home or someone to share your home with. You can absolutely create that. And a lot of people here, this Two of Cups is in the reverse, because a lot of people, I'm telling you, a lot of people just want someone special. And it has to do with your mindset. Be very careful. And I mean, yeah, I'm just a tarot reader, but you can check out things that people have said. People who tell you to manifest, books on this. They will tell you, be very careful of what you speak into your existence. Be very careful of what you say, because you are a very conscious creator. And it helps to know and realize that you are part of the cog. You are part of the greater consciousness. You are the light of source. And everything that you want is already existing out there. You just have to get on that frequency. And first, it starts with creating it within and believing it. Let's clarify. I like that this reading is just about you and not about someone external to you. Though if you need some signs, like I said, I got water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I have sword energy, which is Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. I have Pentacles energy, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I have Wands energy, which is Aries, Leo, Sag. But actual major arcana is Leo. The Strength card is Pluto. The Scorpio card, Death card here. And the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius. The Face card is Queen of Pentacles. And that is Earth energy. Wow. Yes. Like I said, a lot of you want some sort of stability in your life, whether it's stability in a relationship, like a long-term partner, or financial stability. The majority of people watching tarot watch for love and money. Okay, so that's why this will come out. But the spiritual side of things, guys, is it's saying, understand that it comes from within. You create it inside, and at some point it manifests externally. And it does start with what you believe and feel. If you truly feel you're doomed, if you truly feel you're unlucky in love, if you truly feel you're always going to find the wrong person or not find anyone, if you truly feel you're going to be single, that's kind of what a person is manifesting. But it doesn't have to be that way. All of that can stop with the thoughts. All of it can stop. Realize that you do have 2 cups left. No matter what loss you've experienced, you have 2 cups left. And those 2 cups, it's realizing you're a part of source. You are part of the divine creation, and you are a divine creator. Realizing that, that's 1 cup. And the other cup is put that imagination to work. Go within. There's your 2 cups. Realizing who you are and what you're capable of, and start creating. Those are your 2 cups. Who you are, and that you are the creator. Tell me about the 5 of Cups. It's not too late to create something. You know, I understand a lot of people who want to have a soulmate come in. Sometimes people are like, I'm too old. Do you think that there's not anybody else out there that's your age not looking for a relationship? There are actually more single older people than there are married now in this day and age. It's actually easier. You think it's hard, but there's actually more people like you, older and single, There's a lot more people single. Matter of fact, it used to be 50-50. Half the people were married, half the people were single. Well, not in America. So if you're in America, you have a pretty good chance of finding somebody. You really do. Yes. Three of Swords reverse. You can turn this around, okay? First of all, it will help to let go of that mindset of the sadness. Let go of the mindset that it can't happen. Again, there's a lot of victimhood and sadness that has to just be released. And if you think that you have to go through all of this stuff to heal, trust me, you don't. I didn't. I didn't go through a lot of stuff. I just had to realize, hey, I don't have to experience my past anymore. You can just forgive the past and release it. It really lets go of a burden. You feel so much lighter. You don't have to deal with it anymore. Because this keeps coming out. You've been through a lot in love. You've been through a lot in love. And you've probably had losses in love. And you've probably even people who have gone home. Okay, you've literally lost people who are not on this earth anymore. Tell me about this. Thank you. That was fast. What needs to change? Just know thyself. See the truth in things. Ground yourself. This card and this card are the same card. Basically, sit in silence. The priestess grounds, is a grounding energy. In this card, it's grounding yourself. Sitting in silence. Both cards are doing that. You know, that's where the messages are going to come in. That's where clarity is going to come in. Especially if you don't have clarity, because that Ace of Swords reverse can talk about if you're not having clarity. If you want to see the truth and why things aren't happening, just sit in silence, because there will be change. It's saying there will be change. It will change. Your environment will change, and that's why this is sideways in the environment, because it all has to do with where is your thoughts? Where are you directing your attention to? If the past already happened, we can't do anything about it. And if we worry about the past happening again, we are kind of manifesting it low key. Keep in mind, the universe doesn't want to give you a bad life, but the universe will match your energy. Tell me about the Nine of Wands. Yes. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles reverse, and the King of Swords reverse, which is Aquarius energy. And this is a lot of negative self-talk about being single, about not having anyone, wherever it's at. Maybe it's been work or your community or your home, because this Three of Pentacles is in the reverse. But the Three of Pentacles can also talk about starting over. And then if this is the energy that, well, I'm always going to be single, I'm not going to have a new start, I'm not, that is really talking from the ego, and it's talking from the victimized ego. It's just the mind talking, and the mind is lying to you. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. That's self-love. Self-love, self-care. That's the goal here. Yes. Self-love, self-care does start a lot with how you think. Okay. And the Emperor reverse can talk about, maybe, you know, this is related to a past where if a marriage didn't work out, or didn't work out with a person, a job, a divine counterpart, because even if this has to do with work and you can't find the job you're looking for, you know, because like I said, people watch tarot mostly for money and love. That's always going to be the strongest collective that comes out, because that's what most people watch for. It all starts with you, though. It really does. It starts with how you think. And It starts with, the actions would be taking care of yourself. Love yourself. Give yourself, put things in your body that are good for you. Put thoughts also that are good for you. Surround yourself with people and energy that are good for you. This can be a very controlling energy. Don't let the thoughts control you. Don't let a bad relationship from the past control you. Don't let a twin flame control you. Don't let a divine counterpart, soulmate, starseed, boss, emperor, parent, concepts, because this also talks about structure and concepts. Don't let any of that stuff control you. Don't buy into it. It's a bunch of hogwash. Most of the time we have to unlearn the stuff we've already learned. Don't buy into it. It doesn't lead to any place good. And it's also not following the divine. Not to take care of yourself is not following anything divine. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. It's in the near future, especially once you change this whole mindset, which is all you have to do is decide to love yourself and decide not to believe the negative things that your brain has been telling you. Yes. Thing is, what you're not going to realize is something good is coming. You're not expecting it, because this is a reading where there's more of a negative connotation turning into a positive connotation. This is like going from an old mindset that didn't work for you, shifting into a positive mindset. And it's like you get rewarded because you're not going to expect it. So like I tell you, once you change your thoughts, your environment will change, and you don't have to believe me. You can go Google it. There are enough teachers with teachings about this, and it's absolutely accurate. There are books written on this, books written on manifestation, programs on manifestation. Tony Robbins, Joe Dispenza, with when it comes to the brain connection and to the body and connecting to source. All of it's been proven. You don't have to believe me. There are people way smarter than me that have proven this. All you have to do is just sort of get out of that mindset. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. Yeah. Regardless of what you've been through, the betrayals, the hard endings, the hard knocks in life, this is still achievable. I don't care what level or age of life you are at. It's achievable. You're not the only lonely person out there. You don't think there's someone else out there that wants to connect with you? There are people who want to connect with you. They don't know about you. They might be in a negative mindset that they won't find you either. It all saying right here, the mind, the Eight of Swords is in the reverse. Focus. Don't put your focus on your thoughts unless they're positive. It's telling you to do something different, go in a new direction. It's telling you to go into a new direction when it comes to the swords, the thoughts. Shift your thoughts. Focus differently. And a lot of you are wanting love, and I'm telling you that's what's going to come in. A lot of you are wanting love. Number one priority, people want love. Number two, well, if I can't feel like I can have love, let me focus on money. Well, if I'm not having love or money, I guess I'm just screwed. No, you're not. You can have it. Tell me about the Two of Swords at sideways. Yes. Once you awaken to this, we have the Judgment card. It talks about Pluto energy and awakening. And maybe you're going to awaken to it when Pluto might come in and do something and cause this, because Pluto's creative like that, right? But once you awaken that you can have absolutely everything you want, that you are the conscious creator, you are part of the cogwheel that is connected to source. We all are. You are not fated for a karmic life. Queen of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. This was Scorpio energy, but I'm telling you, I'm just trying to read the reading without signs, because this is all about you. This has nothing to do with anyone coming into your life. This has to do with you creating what you want by your own mindset. You're not destined to have a karmic life. None of us are. Maybe we have to learn lessons, but we don't have to stay in these lessons. And we don't have to be a victim to these lessons. This is you, Aquarius. It's also Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. It's your world, okay? It's your world, and you can make anything of it that you want. You can connect how you want. Next, we have the Eight of Cups, and literally looking at a star, a dream, a wish. Oh my gosh, and it can absolutely happen. It can absolutely happen. There's a change when it comes to a wish. There's a transformation. But I'm telling you right now, with this, it all has to do with your mindset. That's why this is sideways, because you can say it won't happen, or you can say it will. It is happening. You don't even say it will happen. Say it is happening. I went through some bumps in the road, but I'm past that now. Type that in the comments. I'm past these bumps in the road, because it can change. But you really got to believe it. You can't just say it and then go back to thinking, yeah, well, we'll see. Or yeah, you know how the mind talks. No matter what comes out of your mouth, you know how the mind can say something completely different. Get control of those thoughts, because those thoughts can be controlling your destiny, and that's not good unless it's positive thoughts. Tell me about the Two of Cups. We're ending off with that, and then I'm going to close out with a bonus card. Wow. This landed on the Queen of Pentacles. Your natural card of your naked Aquarius self in the garden feeding. This is the Star card. Clarifying the Two of Cups, but landing on the Queen of Pentacles. When you take care of yourself, mind, body, soul, particularly the mind is coming out strong. When you believe, Aquarians, that you can do this, you can have this, you can achieve this, you deserve this. That's when it happens. And for a lot of you, it's love. It's a Two of Cups. That has not happened for you. Anyway, let's close out with a Moonology card. Moonology manifestations. Show me what I need to see here. Oh, we got two. It says, first quarter moon in Cancer. Push through any insecurity. Don't be afraid of your blessings. Don't be afraid of your success. You're meant for it. You can do this. You are part of the divine source. You are that light. Full moon in Cancer, let your fears dissolve. I don't care. Listen, guys. You saw me pull these cards fell out. If there's anything holding you back, fears or insecurity, let it go. Let it go. You can do this. You can have this. You do deserve this. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. I love you so much. I believe in you. And namaste, my friends.